The Meghalaya SSA School Association Central Body today organized conference cum felicitation program in recognition of the state e-government tireless effort and dedication to address the grievances pertaining to SSA teachers in the state of Meghalaya. The program was organized at U Soso Tham Auditorium, Shillong, where HM Shangpliang Advisor to Education Department, Government of Meghalaya, graced the occasion as the chief guest. Meghalaya government is implementing the quarterly system for payment of salary of SSA teachers. Advisor to the Government of Meghalaya Education, Himalaya Muktan Shangpliang, said the next payment will be released in September. The salary of SSA teacher was released in June this year. He said for the smooth implementation of the quarterly system, the state government have increased the corpus fund in order to be able to cater for the payment of the SSA teacher salary. He also said the state is at critical juncture for education, which is undergoing transitional changes with regard to education. The advisor to education also informed that all teachers will be trained with regards to NEP 2020 before its implementation. Shangpliang further said the vision of the state government is to change the classroom into a smart class, even as he mentioned about development of school infrastructure.
So there was the capping norms which we were supposed to provide to the SSA teachers. That already is in the process of the file has already moved from the department, and we will shortly, once the government releases that, we should be able to release the 52 crores, the capping salary to all the SSA teachers. And besides that, the installment, which was kept pending for years together, the present government has released already the first installment, as assured by the Honorable Chief Minister on the floor of the House in the first assembly this year, that the installments, the areas that were pending for the SSA teachers would be released at the earliest possible, and that already has been released. The first installment has already been released in the month of June, and now normally we would like to release the second installment in the month of December, but due to the availability of fund made available by the Honorable Chief Minister, even the second installment of the area has already been released this month, and the process of releasing it to the respective teachers have already started. So these are a few initiatives that the present government has already taken, which goes for the benefit of all the SSA teachers, and that is why we appeal to the teachers, SSA teachers, that while we take care of their problems, we would also like to see that the standard of the education in all the SSA schools should be improved in the days to come. Yeah.
Well, you also mentioned about introduction of NEP. So yes, this NEP 2020 will be introduced even in the school level?
Yeah, it should start from the school level. That is the new policy. In the sense, we are already having an exercise. We have constituted the Education Commission. We also have various other committees that are already in the pipeline now, like the Textbook Review Committee. The Textbook Review Committee will also undergo a lot of suggestions and recommendations to be made to the government to bring in a new syllabus and new curriculums with textbook containing a lot of local contents. So though we are in the mind of exercising to bring in NCERT books too in the present context of the books through the MBOS, and therefore this textbook committee will also do such exercise. And while you talk about the new education policy, we understand we are taking baby steps now to start implementing the new policy. and therefore the teachers need to be trained. There is a lot of work to be done, and the preparation have already started for the new policy.
So you also mentioned...
Sir, when can we expect NEP to be implemented in school level?
See, implementation of policy, as you all know, it's already started in the college level. Okay. Now, various colleges have also already taken up the implementation of the new policy. Now, likewise, now these will also come down even at the school level, secondary level, higher secondary level. So now the preparation have already started.
We have seen that even Nehuta or Meghalaya College Teachers Association, everyone is against this implementation of NEP from this current academic session, and they are saying that the July 12 order of Nehu Vice Chancellor should be withdrawn. So what do you have to say?
This matter is under discussion. I think we will leave it to the wisdom of the Vice Chancellor, because I have learned that the Vice Chancellor of the NEHU has invited the MCTA for talks, and I hope these can be sorted out, and we leave it to the wisdom of the university.
It also mentioned that 2026 won't be the end of the SSA.
Yes, there is a misconception and there's a myth that 2026 is a deadline of the SSA, and 2026 after 2026 there won't be any more SSA. All the teachers of the SSA would be would lose their job and all the kinds of things. Actually, I just want to clear one doubt, that the 2026 is not to be used as a word deadline. It is a goal set by the Government of India. Now this goal, which has been given to the government, to each state government, has a target, has a goal to be achieved, and 2026 is such kind of a goal where we need to introspect, we need to look into how far have we achieved by implementing the SSA norms, and how far should we go further, and what are the changes that we need to bring into the SSA. This is what I made it clear today to all the SSA teachers.
So you mentioned about...
The committee is such a committee which will go into the changes that need to be brought in certain books. You know, maybe we would like to change certain or add on certain chapters or add on certain topics in certain subjects, be it history, be it geography, be it science, and so on. Therefore, we would like this textbook committee to go into this depth, to see that the books that our children study should also have a lot of local contents. When I say local contents, I mean that our children of the state should know the history of Meghalaya, should know geography of Meghalaya, should know many things about Meghalaya, which perhaps books that have been given to the children now are just brought from outside, and they have lot of other contents but not much of about Meghalaya. So therefore, we need to bring certain changes in certain books at the school level.
So when this review committee will submit its report?
See, the textbook committee is going to sit. It is going to be notified. So we will be giving some deadline to the committee. Let's wait for the recommendations of the committee.
So we understand Nehu is a central university, but we also understand that education is a concurrent, it's in the concurrent list. Do you think that government should step in to end this stalemate?
See, government has made its stand very clear. Government had already made its stand very clear. You have heard from the Honorable Chief Minister, you have heard from the Honorable Education Minister that the education policy will be introduced in the state. Now, there are many colleges who have already started with the new policy. Now, our government colleges will also start, like I said some time back, that we are preparing now. So the stage of preparation has started. So therefore, one after another, such implementation of the policy will begin, because there are many things are to be done. We have to upgrade our infrastructure. We have to employ more teachers. So these things are being taken into account, and accordingly, this whole policy will be implemented in letter and spirit.
When you leave it to the VC to end this conversation.
It is not the question of the VC. See, the VC has his role to play. The government made its stand very clear about the policy. So the impasse between the VC and the MCTA, it is for the VC to clear it. So for which I have heard that the VC has invited the MCTA for talks. So let us wait for that. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you.